Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, bienvenidos aquí a Mexico in the city of Chihuahua, a Gimnasio Oratorio Universitario between the United States of America and Cuba. Well, this is going to be an interesting matchup now. The United States of America expected to be coming in here and winning this game, but again, Cuba will be putting up a good matchup against them. Well, other games will be going on this evening. You can see Mexico will be taking on Puerto Rico. And then tomorrow, of course, the United States will be taking on Mexico. Well, it promises to be a very exciting matchup because you only have to go back a few years ago in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers back in 2018. That summer, the United States lost here in Mexico to the Mexicans. So it does promise to be an exciting matchup. Now, we'll introduce the Cuban national team players. One player to look out for Cuba is Jaziel Rivero, who's currently playing in the ACB as a two-time champion with Herrera San Pablo Burgos in the Basketball Champions League. William Polos as well, Bartolo, currently playing with MHP Reason Liversburg, now 36 years of age. There he is. Also played with Telecom Basketball in the Basketball Champions League. And there is Jaziel Rivero, a fan favorite. Well, there's the coaching staff of Cuba. Now let's get to introduce the players from the United States of America. Well, some interesting players they got in here. The likes of former Orlando Magic player and irreversible Nymburk player Chasten Randall, number 7. He's currently now a free agent, but coming out now is number 4, IT, Mr. Isaiah Thomas. And there's William Davis as well, but not to mention another player they have in there, the former Tekshuk Bandimir player, and also played for Apoel Bank. You have Yerushalayim. Probably one of the high-flying players is number 10, Emmanuel Terry. Well, Emmanuel Terry, of course, will be coming. There he is, the big fella. One of the most exciting players in international basketball. Well, the final players will be number 14, 7'2", Luke Cornett, playing for the Maine Red Claws.
El coach principal, Francis Boylan James, y como asistente, Tayron Gerard Ellis.
The coaching staff, of course, now for the United States of America, and now we will get set to stand for the national anthems of these two wonderful nations.
Les pedimos por favor que se pongan de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Cuba. Favor de descubrir su cabeza. Por favor, permanezcan de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de los Estados Unidos. Según el protocolo de COVID-19, damos la bienvenida a los equipos a intercambiar un saludo social a distancia.
All national anthems have been sung right now. And we get set to introduce our officials for tonight's game. Well, our officials are from Venezuela, Brazil, and Costa Rica. From Venezuela, we have Daniel Alberto Garcia Nieves. From Brazil, we have Marcos Benito. And from Costa Rica, we have Jose Fernandez. We're very proud to say we're some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight at the FIBA Basketball World Cup America qualifiers between Cuba and the United States of America.
Marcos Benito y de Costa Rica, Jose Fernandez.
Now we're going to take a look at the starting lineups, beginning with the Cuban national team. Well, no doubt we're going to see Jaziel Rivera in the lineup, and I would be imagined to see Yorman Polos Bartolo coming off the bench. But maybe we'll look at the United States of America first. Well, of course, a lot of people want to know about Isaiah Thomas. Will he be in the starting lineup for this team? One thing that you can be sure of course, about the United States, they're going to be very high-flying tempo style of basketball. Of course, it's going to be a very exciting matchup, to say the least. We're going to take a look at the Cuban national team. Well, Carol Guzman, along with Yoanki Mencia and Osmel Oliva, and Yorman Polos Bartolo will be in the starting lineup with Jaziel Rivera at the center role. Rivera, they're going to go with a small ball lineup. So Coach Moya, again, hopes that his team are going to be able to play with the speed against the United States of America. Well, there's Eduardo Moya, the head coach of Cuba. Well, the United States of America, of course, Isaiah Thomas now, as we mentioned, being a free agent, like with Chasson Randall, who just came off the back of a season in the NBA with the Orlando Magic. Well, we're probably going to see Isaiah Thomas. He'll be potted in the backcourt along with Shaquille Harrison. Luke Cornett, along with Justin Anderson and B.J. Johnson, will make up the end court. Well, there's Coach James Francis Boylan now, and again, he's got a big job ahead of his team tonight to make sure that they start off their campaign here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers here in the Americas with a victory. Well, history does not want to repeat itself, of course, because you remember back in 2018, that summer, the United States of America, of course, did lose. They lost on 2 occasions, actually. They lost to Argentina back in the early windows and then lost in the summer window here in Mexico. Jeff Van Gundy was the coach back then. I believe Chasson Randall was in that squad as well, but now the United States of America. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in the city of Chihuahua, here in Mexico. Right now, it is the FIBA Basketball World Cup American qualifiers between the United States of America and Cuba. Well, don't go anywhere as we're set for tip. Jaziel Rivera is going to jump this one with Luke Cornett, and we're underway. Well, the official now is about to set the ball up. And once the ball goes up, business will start to pick up. Right away off the bank there, the Cubans are able to get out as Guzman gets things going early on. That's one thing the Cubans might be able to hang here with the Americans, is to use the athleticism. Jaziel Rivero, again, is a two-time Basketball Champions League winner. And Isaiah Thomas from downtown, and Isaiah Thomas already. Let's talk about Isaiah Thomas. Back in 2017, was arguably one of the top 5 players in the NBA when he was playing for the Boston Celtics. Tries to make the penetration now, puts up a little teardrop off the backboard. Already, Jorman Polos Bartolo, the 36-year-old playing for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg in Germany, also in the Basketball Champions League. Off to a good start now. Looking to give this one to corner now. Gets a handoff with Isaiah. Tries to split the defense. No foul called. And now Cuba got numbers here in transition. Passes it off in the lane. No foul called, but the follow-up. And he gets the and one. Well, Jaziel Rivero is running in transition. Well, that is why you run the fast break. And Jaziel Rivero, as we said, now playing in the ACP, excuse me. Spent the last 2 years playing for Herrera San Pablo Burgos. As he makes a three-point play, and he gives Cuba a 4-point lead now over the United States. Well, left wide open. They can't do that. Time and space, but he doesn't get it. Well, they're taking a big chance here by allowing the United States to have those open looks. Cuba, this is one part of the game they're probably going to have to work on, is the half-court sets and how effectively they use the pick and roll. Jorman Polos now. Well, gets away with the push-off. Takes the mid-range shot, doesn't get it. And now the United States can push this one. We're going to go baseline now. Well, it goes out of bounds, and it will be the United States possession. Under the basket, and that was a good penetration to the basket by B.J. Johnson. Was unable to connect with the pass. Takes another deflection. Well, this is one thing that the Cubans are going to have to try and be, is very stubborn on defense and not allow things to be too easy for the United States. Again, it's unlike the United States to match up with an opponent that is able to physically match up with them. Most of the teams they meet usually have to break down tactically, whether it's against Argentina, Mexico, Venezuela. But right now, quick catch and shoot on the baseline. No foul called. And now Cuba can push this one in transition. Jaziel Rivero, he can make these. Takes a three-pointer and nails it from downtown. Well, 3 puntos, por favor. Right now, the United States find themselves down 10-3. Corner now catches off the pick and roll. Kicks out to Isaiah. He'll pull up for the mid-range. Doesn't get it. Now Cuba can push this one in transition. Another three-pointer. Doesn't get it. The rebound secured by number 13, Justin Anderson. Isaiah gives this one up. Takes a three-point from B.J. Johnson from downtown. And that will settle the nerves of the United States. Well, B.J. Johnson, again, one of those players are going to try and get the ball on the wing and allow him to isolate as much as possible. Baseline, oh, baby! Throws it down. That is Yoanke Mencia with a one-handed jam. And the United States just fell asleep on the defense there. Isaiah Thomas goes pick and pop, and there's a three-point. The three is good from downtown. Well, this time Justin Anderson tucks that one away as he hits his first treble of the night. Now they give the ball back up to Jorman Polos Bartolo. Well, the movement off the ball right now, very static here from Cuba. Polos Bartolo hangs in the air, doesn't get it. And now the United States can push this one. Shaquille Harrison in transition. Well, they try another three-pointer. Got it! Nails it! Big time three-pointer. Ties the game up now at 12 apiece. Well, it's amazing how the United States can just turn it on and off there in transition. Well, here comes the steal now. What do we have here? A little bit of takeoff. Reverse! Oh, my heavens! Well, Shaquille Harrison went in and he flew like an eagle on that one. Well, Shaquille Harrison did so well there on the defense. Just put his hand in the cookie jar as Yorman Polos Bartolo pump fakes. Foul is on the ground. It's the second team foul now for the United States. Well, watch Shaquille Harrison here. Comes up with the steal. Well, Houston, we have liftoff. Shaquille Harrison Airlines with the reverse jam. Well, that is simply poetry in air motion. Shaquille Harrison Airlines, you gotta love it. Well, now Emmanuel Terry, another high flyer. Remember, he played for Hapoel Bank Yehav Yerushalayim, as well as Teshik Bandimez. Now Cuba try another three-pointer, and they get it to drop. Well, Karel Guzman starting to find his confidence here. He puts Cuba back up by 1 point. That's one thing you got to watch here for Emmanuel Terry. Every time he sets a screen, he goes straight to the basket, and it simply becomes a lob. We try another three. He's come out like a house on fire. Well, B.J. Johnson right now feeling his range from the perimeter. This could be a problem now. He's 3 for 3 from downtown. We throw this one down low to kick it out. They're going to call a foul there on Jaziel Rivera, I think. Oh, no, they're going to call it on Emmanuel Terry. Well, that's going to be a good matchup because those two will know about each other. Remember, they did meet in the Basketball Champions League when Terry was playing in Jerusalem. Rivera was playing at Herrera San Pablo Burgos, so now it's at the international stage. Rivera now got it by Terry. Crosses over. Rivera, goodness gracious! Whoa. Jaziel Rivera looked like a man possessed. Well, look at the crossover here. The help side defense. Whoa. I'd be surprised if the officials maybe don't review that one. I mean, look at that. That is crossover. Whoa. I wouldn't be surprised. And I think the officials now are going to review this possibly. Possible case of an unsportsmanlike foul, I think. And I think they might have a case here because if you think about it, look at the crossover hit from Jaziel Rivera. Well, ankle breaker there on Emmanuel Terry. Well, B.J. Johnson, I think he's going to get called for an unsportsmanlike because he, watch here on the replay when Jaziel Rivera goes up. B.J. Johnson comes over too late on the help side and grabs Jaziel Rivera's right arm. Right there. I wouldn't be surprised if they call unsportsmanlike. Well, the officials now do have a big decision to make, and this will be interesting. Will they call for an unsportsmanlike? Will they call for a regular foul? Well, regular foul has been called, and I guess the argument you could say there is that in support of the decision is that he was going for a block, but again, I mean, the hand was pretty far away from the ball. He went for the right arm, and again, I guess Coach Moya, not too many complaints from him, but they're going to go for a double change now. So it's going to be 2 free throws here for Jaziel Rivera as Johnson comes out of the game. Well, that's now the 4th team foul for the United States with 5:08 to go here in the first quarter. Well, Marcos Chacon comes in along with Liz Van Valdez. Oh, you got to love Jaziel Rivera. I mean, he's just simply, what a long way he's come from his years in Argentina playing for Estudiantes Concordia. He now moves up to 9 points in the lane. And goodness gracious, two-handed jam. Well, Harrison made the penetration, and the Cuban help side defense was simply too late to react there. Well, looking for Jaziel Rivera in the low block. He wants the ball, wants to take on Emmanuel Terry. Well, this is personal right now. Takes the mid-range, nails it. Jaziel Rivera has come ready to play. Well, he is carrying Cuba on his back right now. 10 points in the game. Finds Emmanuel Terry. Rivero comes up with it now. He wants to go himself in transition. Rivero all the way, gets rejected. Well, Emmanuel Terry with a big block, but the follow-up, and he gets the and one. Well, we got a ball game right now. Carol Guzman comes up with a loose ball. The foul is on Harrison. Watch Rivero here. The block there by Emmanuel Terry, but the follow-up by Guzman. And the United States don't take care of the basketball. Now the Cubans have a chance to go up by 3 points with 4:18 to go here. Short on the free throw. Rebound secured now. Nice Shaquille Harrison. Makes a penetration down the middle, finds Emmanuel Terry. Terry loses, turns it over, and now we got a bit of showtime here. Bounce pass in the lane, pump fake, another rejection. Well, a wasted opportunity, but there's the three. Three is up, the three is good. The United States make the most as Brian Bowen hits a three-pointer, gets his first 3 points of the game and puts the United States back up by 1. Now Guzman on the ball. Cuba tries another three-point, tuck it away. Well, Cuba not relying only on their athleticism as Valdez gets his first 3 points of the game, and he puts Cuba back up by 2. Puts up a teardrop, doesn't get it. They secure the rebound, and now Cuba can push this one. Well, again, good steal. Looks to go all the way. Find the back pass. We've made a couple 3-pointers. They take another one. They don't get it. A wasted opportunity there for the United States. Now with just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Rivero being guarded by Emmanuel Terry. Comes to double team. They got a wide open shooter in the corner, but instead they go for the one on the wing, and it's nothing but net. And right now, Cuba have come out like a house on fire as Marcos Chacon nails it. They almost turn it over again. We find Emmanuel Terry now, guarded by Jaziel Rivero. Takes a tough fadeaway going out. He tucks that one away. Beautiful shot there by Shaquille Harrison. Shaquille Harrison now. He now moves up to 6 points. We want to throw it down low to Jaziel Rivero. Rivero guarded by Emmanuel Terry. Takes a tough fadeaway off the backboard. Well, give this man some credit. Jaziel Rivero is going to work right now. As Cuba lead by 5 points. Comes off one screen now, tries to penetrate inside. All right, turn it over. And again, Cuba transition. The foul is called, and he gets the and one. Well, muchos gracias. Muy fuerte. Well, here comes the steal by Carol Guzman. Guzman goes all the way and goes with the Cuba step, gets the and one. Well, he makes a 3-point play now, and it's an 8-point lead now to Cuba. Carol Guzman really has come ready to play now. It looks like we're going to have a timeout now to the United States of America as they find themselves trailing. 8 points here, with just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now let's go and see what both coaches are saying. you got to credit the way the Cubans are playing the game of basketball right now. They're trying to get on transition, but there you can see Brian Bowen from downtown. Both these two teams coming out with a lot of confidence from the perimeter right now. The United States 6 for 8 from the perimeter, while Cuba 4 for 5. Well, the question right now for the United States is not turning over the ball right now and just allowing Cuba to get out in transition and play their style. They have to be a little bit more aggressive and take care of the basketball. Isaiah Thomas now pulls up for another three. Doesn't get it. Comes off the backboard. They secure the rebound. And now Cuba. Looks like they've taken Jaziel. Oh, they got Jaziel Rivera still on the court, but he's arguably their best player. They want to get the ball to him. He tries another three-pointer. Oh, my Lord. Jaziel Rivera. Muchos gracias. 3 puntos, por favor. In the lane now, kicks us another turnover. And now Cuba, they got numbers in transition. And this is unbelievable. I don't think many people would have expected Cuba to be leading by over 10 points against the United States here. Jaziel Rivera comes up and sets the screen. A few seconds left on the shot clock. Bit of contact, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. And now the United States can push this one with Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah kicks this one out. Pump fakes, takes another three-pointer. The three is up, no good. And now Cuba, a total of 11 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. There's a lob pass, but it's a poor turnover now. And now IT in transition. He'll pull up for a three-pointer, nails it. Well, somebody called the IT department, and Isaiah Thomas hits a second tray ball. So now, United States. That's Jaziel Rivera, bit of contact, goes all the way. Jaziel Rivera is playing for an MVP. Well, this guy, Isaiah Thomas from half court, almost got it. And that would have been not surprising, typical IT manner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the first quarter, Cuba lead the United States 37-27, which they're led by Jaziel Rivera, who has 18 points in the game. I mean, they're currently now 5 for 6 from the perimeter, shooting 83% from downtown. Well, the United States so far 7 for 12 from the perimeter. It's a cookout right now. Both these two teams serving it up like chefs. We'll take a look at some of the top highlights here from the first quarter. Well, again, those stats, they speak for themselves right now. Cuba, I mean, that's phenomenal basketball. I mean, to say that they played one quarter of basketball like this against the United States is something they'll be proud of course. Leading the rebounds, assists, and the steals. Well, it can only be a matter of time for the United States to get back into this, but let's take a look at some of the top highlights here from the first quarter. Well, Rivera is a scoring machine for that matter. Well, really has been the Jaziel Rivera show. There you can see Yoman Polos Bartolo of MHP Reason Ludwigsburg. Well, the perimeter shooting has been phenomenal from this team. Isaiah Thomas now with 2 3-pointers. Again, something they definitely need from him to step it up. And again, if the Americans, excuse me, the United States, if they hadn't got that perimeter shooting going so far, I mean, it would be a bigger deficit, that's for sure. Well, credit to Cuba. I mean, they're moving the ball, they're getting good looks, and right now, well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you download the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app on your smartphone, your Android, or your tablet, where you can follow all the best stats, highlights, news, press conferences that matter to you most. Remember, the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app. Download it now. Now the United States. Isaiah Thomas, I think, has a foul on the ball. It's going to be a wrap call. So it's going to be a sideline possession now to the United States, and that's why they need Isaiah Thomas out there. We'll get the ball inbound now. IT now looking to penetrate, steps through. IT, bit of contact, doesn't get the and one. But Isaiah will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, you've only got to pay a lot of homage to this man through his career and what he has achieved. I mean, he is simply an iconic basketball player. You think about his university days at Washington, where he was a teammate with the great Matthew Bryant Manning, and then went on to the NBA, have a great career with the Boston Celtics. Just such a fantastic basketball player as he makes both free throws. Well, now Cuba here leading by 8 points. Gonna go to the pick and roll. Well, they try another three-pointer. The three is up, it's no good. Well, without Jaziel Rivera on the court, I mean, the go-to option is gone. And this is prime time now for the United States to get back in this one. No Rivera on the court, gets the and one. Well, tough play going to the basket. Well, look at this. Throws up a little prayer now. Takes a bit of contact. And somehow, some way, kisses that one off the backboard. Well, he's going to go to the free throw line now to make a 3-point play. Cut this down to a 5-point ball game. Does just that. And the lane now puts up a little teardrop. And again, something out of nothing. Cuba, at that point, playing off the scraps. Isaiah Thomas tries another 3-point, doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound. Isaiah wraps around as Isaiah Thomas single-handedly keeping the United States in this game. Looking to give this one up. Double team on the pick and roll, and this is where Cuba, well, they try another 3-pointer. It's a little short, offensive rebound, got to go up with it. And the follow-up, well, Cuba going in for the second chance points. But again, they don't get back in transition. Well, they get punished in that situation. You can see Luke Cornett, I don't know if he was cherry picking or if he actually run the fast break, but nonetheless, gets 2 points here. There's the back down now, pump fakes. Goes in, gets rejected. Well, Cornett blocked him in the lane, and now Isaiah transition. Gives us one up, and it's a bit of showtime. United States basketball. Well, the Cubans' 12-point lead now has been cut down to 3 points, and I wonder if Cuba are going to try to bring back Jaziel Rivera into the game. Well, they pull up for another 3-pointer. Don't get that one. Now the United States can cut this down to a 1-point ball game or tie it up with a 3. Cornered in the lane. He gets fouled. Somehow, some way, still makes the shot. Well, the foul is on Kubia, but again, bit of slow, lazy rotation. I mean, look at this. Cornet comes and sets a screen. Simple pass there. Takes the contact. Well, just too big, just too strong. And now he will go to the free throw line. Well, look at the block shot here by Cornet. Isaiah Thomas now showing the transition basketball from the United States. It's amazing when Jaziel Rivera, now he's come back into the game, but when he's not on the court, Cuba just a different team. So they definitely need him both on the offense and the defense. Well, this is where they need more movement off the ball. Backs down the low block. Hustles in, gets his own rebound, goes up with it, still can't get it. It goes out of bounds. And it will be Cuba possession on the baseline. think he's got a point there. I mean, I think that's a travel as well. And it's a fresh 14 on the shot clock. I want to get the ball to Jazier Rivero, but we get to Rivero now. Rivero backs down. That's a trademark fadeaway. Doesn't get it. Let's cool down a little bit. Comes off one screen now. Isaiah looking to isolate, takes a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Rivero with a rebound. Now this is where the Cubans want to get back to the style they had in the first quarter. And the lane goes out to jump hook, and Emmanuel Terry comes in, commits a foul. So Yuman Polos Bartolo is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Yuman Polos Bartolo now is having some good seasons playing in the German Bundesliga. Just before the pandemic, he was playing for, there's a bit of trash talk going on. I think the officials just want to quash this down and put an end to it. Oh, it's a great game of basketball, that's for sure. I mean, both teams really battling it out, but again, you don't want to see any technical fouls called. Right now, we have 2 good teams just battling it out as Karol Guzman trying to bring it back into the game. As I was saying about Yuman Polos Bartolo now playing this season with MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. John Patrick in the Basketball Champions League. The team has just returned. So he makes a second free throw. Again, Polos Bartolo still talking trash. We got a timeout now as these 2 teams want to talk it over. They can see the stats so far. One thing that has cooled down now for the Cubans is the fact they haven't been able to get as many shots on the perimeter as they would have liked to have done. And you got to credit that down to the physical defense from the United States. Look at this. I mean, this is just strength, the ability to get a shot off in a pressure situation, but that's what the backboard is there for. Looking for a handoff here. At least with the United States, just need to be a little bit better now. It's a tough move again. Every time he drives to the basket, I mean, it looks like he makes the whole entire Cuban defense collapse. As Anderson now moves up to 8 points. And 43 apiece. It's a very high-scoring game. But again, you got to credit that down to a lot of the perimeter shooting from both these teams. There's another three-pointer in and out. Doesn't get it. And now the United States with a chance to take the lead in this one. He almost loses his dribble, but just keeps it alive. Goes for the pick and roll. Kicks out. There's a three-point in. The corner 3 is up. The 3 is no good. And now Cuba can push this one. Cross-court pass now. Thought about taking the three-pointer. This time pulls to the mid-range, tucks it away. And that is Liz Van Valdez. He's having a good night so far. In just under 10 minutes of play. There's a mid-range shot in and out, can't get it. No foul called. Looking for Jaziel Rivero. Rivero now down the middle. Rivero, a bit of contact. He'll go back to the free throw line. That's one thing about Jaziel Rivero is not only can he shoot from the perimeter, from the mid-range, but he can also put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. Such a phenomenal basketball player. Well, along with his 17 points, he does have 1 rebound and 1 assist, but again, is going to add to his tally right now. A little bit short on the first one. Jaziel Rivero 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And now the United States with a chance to tie the game up, or possibly take the lead here with a 3-pointer. Isaiah now crosses over. Thought about taking the mid-range jump shot, but gives the ball up. Gets away with a carry there. Another 3-point in the corner. 3 is up. The 3 is good. Tucks it away. That's Chasson Randle. Chasson Randle, you may not remember that he had a successful career playing in the Czech Republic for what is known as Irabasel Nimburg. Now, Wolves Bartolo, a bit of contact, but he gets rejected. And now they can push and transition in the corner. Well, the cross court now finds Isaiah, but he steps out of bounds. Well, look at this. Get the ball in the corner. Finding a wide open Chasson Randle. Nails that one. And look at this for a block shot. Well, get out of here. No in to Casa. Now Cuba here, trailing by 1 point. There's the crossover. Bit of contact, goes up. Doesn't get the and one, but he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. That's Carol Guzman making a very strong drive, going to the basket. Carol Guzman originally was born in Havana, Cuba, but right now is playing in the Basketball Champions League for Cluj Napoca. They are having a very good season so far. His first professional basketball stint was in Argentina when he played back in Buenos Aires in the 2017-18 regular season. Made the move over to Europe in 2020 for Cluj. Cuba now missed the last 4 free throws, and again, I want to look back on a game and think the outcome could have been different had they made all the free throws. We're looking to kick this one out. It's a handoff now. We'll try to get to IT. Isaiah step back, fades away in the lane, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound for the United States. Comes off one screen, tries to go around, and a foul has been called. I think it'll be called out on Jaziel Rivero. So we'll be 2 free throws now to the United States. That's a tough play there, going to the basket. Again, just able to use that hesitation by Simpson. Just beat the Cuban defenders to the spot. Well, Xavier Simpson now just under 7 minutes of play now. He moves up to 4 points, and he does have 2 assists. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and now the United States have their biggest lead of the evening. Cuba have been leading this, but again, when they took out Jaziel Rivero at the beginning of the second quarter, it looked like a complete different team. Was in the lane. Beautiful dish off there. That's much better. The United States help side defense fell asleep. As Yoel Kubilla was able to lay that one up. He cuts it back down to a 1-point ball game. Now William Davis here looking for handoff. Well, they've made a lot of threes tonight. Can't get that one. Rivera with a rebound. And now Cuba, another 3 minutes ago, can take the lead again here in the first half. Oliva now, here's the penetration. Well, it's got to be they called a traveling violation. I thought they were going to call a foul there, but again, the exact right call. Takes this one down the middle, bit of contact, kicks in the corner. Well, takes a big three-pointer, doesn't get it. Another big offensive rebound. Puts up a little teardrop in the lane, he nails it. He puts the United States back up by 6 points. That's William Davis, that's his first 2 points of the game. And the United States now looking a bit more confident. Now they have to do it on the defense here, as Carol Guzman has the ball in his hands. There's a pick and pop now with Rivero. Rivero down the middle. Rivero all the way. Gets the and one. Well, muy fuerte going to the basket. It's Jessiel Rivero. And coach is furious right now. Puts the ball on the ground. Well, just too big. Just too strong. Jessiel Rivero. Muy bueno. Just too good. Again, cannot make the free throws, and he has missed his last 3 free throws here in this game. Well, the United States now also in the penalty in the lane. Oh, it's a beautiful move. Went in like the Iceman there with the skyhook finger roll, if you like. Now Ismael Oliva gives this one up to Rivero. Comes up one screen, finds Rivero. Rivero pump fakes in the lane. Jessiel Rivero is taking this game over. He now has 21 points. Well, he is simply a scoring machine out there. 21 with only 2 rebounds and 1 assist, but at the moment, he is simply unguardable. Down the middle now to kick out. There's a 3 from distance and they nail it. Well, it's that man again, Xavier Simpson. He steps up big time. He now moves up to 7 points. Cuba, cool timeout.
Hey, profe, una cosa para ti.
Hacer y compañía. Lo están haciendo muy bien. Lo está haciendo bien. Lo más importante es, mira el marcador. ¿Dónde estamos cometiendo los errores? Que estamos jugando peligrosamente. Estoy diciendo que ahora, yo digo, o empuja o sacar. Si de ahí o sacar, no se va a ganar para ustedes 3. ¿Ok? Nos quedan, mira, 1, 3. Vamos, 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 vamos.
It's simply been the Jessiel Rivero show. 21 points so far here in the first half. There's a great penetration there. Xavier Simpson stepping up. Well, it's a set shot of a shot, but again, every bucket counts here. Heavy pressure now from Simpson. Give the ball to Jessiel Rivero. It's a handoff now with Guzman. Back to Rivero. Might turn it over. But Cuba gets it back. Now Guzman goes in with a little teardrop off the backboard, doesn't get it. Rivera with a rebound, and Jaziel Rivera follows up. He now has 23. He's 9 for 10 from the field this evening. This is poor defense by the Cubans. They leave the United States wide open for the perimeter, and they absolutely punish him there as Brian Bowen hits his second three-pointer of the night. And now it's a 5-point lead to the United States. And now we have 6 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So we're going to try and dribble this one down now for the last shot. He dribbles off the foot, and I think that's going to be the United States ball. So Guzman turns it over. Brian Bowen now playing with a lot of confidence, hitting those wide open shots from downtown. The United States now call timeout. 12 seconds left here in the first half, as they're now leading by 5 points. Well, the United States now will try to draw this one up for one more play. That was the mid-range jump shot. Again, to Cuba here, coming out with a lot of confidence. Watch Jaziel Rivera come up with a loose ball here on the rebound. Kick out here to Xavier Simpson. Anderson now, I mean, that's the Iceman-esque finger roll going to the basket. And I'll try to get the last shot, the hesitation. Under the basket, well, throws it down. And now Cuba here with a few more seconds. He's got to shoot it. Well, Yoman Polos Bartolo didn't realize how much time was on the clock, and now, the end of the first half, Coach Moya does look a little bit concerned as his team now trail by 7 points here to the United States of America. Well, we'll take a look at some of the stats and some of the highlights here from the first half. Well, so far, Cuba 5 for 10 from the perimeter. Didn't hit any there in the second quarter. United States 10 for 20 from downtown. Both these two teams 50%, but again, you can see the USA now leading the rebounds 18 to 14 with 5 more assists. Now, Cuba do have 2 more steals, but the big talking point is Jaziel Rivera, 23 points in this game. Thomas and Anderson, Bowen with 10 and 9. Let's look at some of the highlights here from the first half. Cuba, right from the beginning, and putting a lot of pressure on the United States and just trying to battle as much as possible. There you can see Yoman Polos Bartolo. Penetration down the right side and just kisses that one off the glass. But again, it changed as soon as Cuba took Jaziel Rivera out of the game. At the beginning of the second quarter, the United States just got themselves back in. I mean, 10 three-point field goals in one half is just phenomenal. Right now, Cuba need other players to step in and step up at the moment if they're going to get back in this game. And Isaiah Thomas there doing a bit of pick and pop and just identifying who the shooters on his team are right now. Well, the United States have been very calm and collective. I mean, it's that perimeter shooting that's got them back in this game. Well, Isaiah Thomas has 10. Justin Anderson has 10 as well. So does Brian Bowen with 9 points, actually. But again, Cuba, apart from Jaziel Rivera, Carol Guzman has 10 points, and Luz Van Valdez has 7. And then you can see the transition defense just being called into question because, well, you know the kind of team that the United States are. They're going to play a very high-tempo transition basketball. Was cornered there off the pick and roll. Very physical and aggressive getting to the basket. Well, it's been a good game so far between these two teams. Well, Isaiah Thomas has been relatively quiet in this game at the moment. Again, as we mentioned, 10 points, but again, you know the kind of player he is. He can turn it on and off with his style of play. Well, we'll be back now in 12 minutes for the second half of this basketball FIBA World Cup qualifying matchup of the Americas between the United States and Cuba.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Well, that is a tough play. Well, I need to see the replay of that. Well, went to the basket there. Again, look at the block there.
Doesn't get it, and Chile with the defensive rebound eventually. Chance to run. Oh, big time finish out of transition. Sebastian Suarez. Where did that come from?
Give up some interior presence if you have to. Carmenales, looks for the backdoor cut from Soho. Well read by Duscando. Strong move inside, gets the score. Venezuela will be slightly concerned. They've not had it yet. Easy pass to pick out, and Colmenares will light the crowd up with the two-hander. Just sails to the basket, throws it down.
As Adolfo Lopez setting those screens and going to the basket, now finds Taita. Oh my Lord! Buenas noches, Buenos Aires! Unbelievable.
There's the pass inside, and it's stolen away. Ubal this time. Going up against Atenzia, gets the score.
Iago back in. That's what he can do. Mariano, they move it on beautifully along the baseline. Watch out! Suarez takes off. Tim Suarez along the baseline.
Drive to baseline and throws it down with the one hand. Martinez comes into the game and gets the crowd on their feet. Now to Rodriguez, there's the loop. Oh, rejected by Angola. And here's the huge swap, slaps it off the glass.
Jorginho kicks it, Caboclo puts it on the floor, loses it. Caboclo, the spin, the finish, the putback is good. Oh, where did Jorginho come from? Caboclo spinning, couldn't get it to go. Jorginho acting as a post. In there, getting the offensive rebound.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's the second half of this FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifying matchup here in the Americas between our hosts. I say our hosts, actually, we're in the city of Chihuahua here in Mexico. Cuba, who were leading by as many as 13 points and now trailing by 7, led by Jaziel Rivero. It's going to be a very interesting second half right now because, as you can see, Jaziel Rivero, when they took him out in the second quarter, became a different game both on the defense and the offense of Cuba. So a good question here for the Cubans of how well they can get back in this game for the Americans. They can run away with it at this point. Well, there will be Cuba possession here at the beginning of the second half. So Cuba now here with the ball, trailing by 7 points. Need to try and get themselves back in this one because there you can see the turnover. Now what do we have here? Throws it down. That's how quickly things can turn around here with the United States. I mean, they come up with loose balls. One up and down the court, and now it's a 9-point ball game. It's the heaviest it's ever been for the United States here in the lane. Well, that's just too easy. Well, went straight to the basket. Guzman yet again going right back at the United States. He now has 12 points. Isaiah Thomas now comes off one screen, pulls up from the mid-range, doesn't get it. Cuba secure the rebound. Under the basket now. Finds Jaziel Rivero. Rivero under the basket. He gets a foul. Jaziel Rivero now will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And that's not a bad foul there by Cornet because Jaziel Rivero has missed his last 3 free throws. Well, he makes this one. Now moves up to 4 for 7. Well, Jaziel Rivero's just been joining us. He's been having one hell of a game right now. He has 25 points. Currently plays in the ACB in Spain for Herrera San Pablo Burgos. Well, sorry, he's moved on, actually. He was playing for them the last 2 seasons. He's been a back-to-back champion of the BCL. Basketball Champions League. Isaiah Thomas now gives this one up. There's a penetration now. Goes down the middle, tries to dish this one off. 5 on the shot clock now, got to get something going. Pulls up from the mid-range, doesn't get it. Cornet with the offensive rebound. Isaiah now pulls up from the mid-range. He can't get it. So Cuba now just trying to get back in this one. Crosses over now, splits the defense with a finger roll, can't get it. Well, it was a beautiful move, but now the United States can push this. Comes off one screen. Now Cornet has a mismatch. You got to throw the ball down low to him. Cornet now tries to back down the low block, pump fakes, puts up a little teardrop, and gets it to Dro. That's a good post, back down post move. You hardly see that these days anymore. A lot of these bigs like to come out, set a lot of screens, and some of them like to push for the perimeter shots. Jaziel Rivero for 3-pointer, nails it. Jaziel Rivero cuts it down to a 4-point ball game, and he has 28 points. Well, he is 100% from the perimeter this evening. Isaiah Thomas for 3, doesn't get it. Well, thought about it, but this time he gives it up. There's a pick and pop now. Rivero crosses over, pulls up from the mid-range, doesn't get it. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. Now the United States can yet again push on their lead. Well, charge is called. You can see there he lost total control of the basketball. Well, Shaquille Harrison, they charge him right into Jaziel Rivero. Smart play there. He goes out of the game now. Gives this one up now. Cuba really like to spread the floor, but they're gonna throw the ball down low now. With nobody going in for a rebound, but it doesn't matter because he tucks it away. Carol Guzman playing as a go-to sidekick here with Jaziel Rivero. Cuts it down to a 2-point ball game. Puts it down the lane now, pulls up in the lane for the mid-range, doesn't get it. Cornette does enough there. Like, turn it over, keep it alive. Wants a big three-pointer, doesn't get it. The United States have gotten a little bit cold here. Yoman Polos Bartolo comes up with a loose ball. Cuba can tie the game up here. We'll take the lead with a three-pointer. Rivera now down the middle. Rivera goes in with a Cuba step. Pulls over now. The United States have numbers. Isaiah, they're gonna call a charge now again. Another wasted opportunity here for the United States. Isaiah Thomas, again, is struggling here in the second half. Right now, the United States are their own enemy at the moment. They turn the ball over too much, and the second charge called on him here in the third quarter. So now Cuba here, with just over 6 minutes, have another chance here to take the lead with a three-pointer possibly. We'll tie the game up. Well, now they can take the lead. Way off the mark, doesn't get it. Now you can see the fatigue now starting to settle in with both these two teams here. Down the middle. Well, he almost got the steal there. There's a step back mid-range, doesn't get it. What a follow-up, goodness gracious. Wow, Brian Bowen with no regard there. That was unbelievable. Well, I don't know if you count that as a tip back, but at the end of the day, spectacular play there. In the lane, look. Oh, beautiful drive there by Yoman Polos Bartolo. That's exactly what Cuba missed on the last three possessions to tie the game up. Oh, what a pass now. Here's a post-up, kicks this one out. Left wide open, hesitates, takes it, doesn't get it. And that would have set a lot of daylight between them and the Cubans. Now Cuba with another chance here to possibly tie the game up. Will take the lead. Down low, underneath, gets rejected. Wow, what a block. A few seconds left. Rivero's got to shoot it. Pulls up for the mid-range, can tie the game up. In and out, doesn't get it. Well, what a block there by the United States. And now another chance here to build on the lead. And Cuba, every time, just cannot seem to tie this game up. Well, Brian Bowen's hit 2 threes. Doesn't get this one. Cuba come up with another loose ball. Now Yoman Polos Bartolo, what a pass. Rivero, muchos gracias, with a two-handed jam. Ties the game up at 66 apiece. Now Brian Bowen. Again, they waste another opportunity there, the United States. 4:02 to go here. Well, look at this in transition. It is the Rivero show. Buenas noches to everybody right now in this arena. Jaziel Rivero in transition. And right now, we have a timeout as Cuba have tied this game up. The question right now for Cuba is, do they have the stamina now The lack of rotations coming off the bench to match up here with the United States. They've done fantastic here to get themselves back in the game and tie it up, but you can see that fatigue will be settling in. 4 minutes to go to the fourth quarter, but then they got another quarter to go through. Now the United States here trying to regain some control now in the lane. The foul has been called, and that's much better. Now we're going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. And again, just executing that pick and roll. That's the difference between the international game and the G League. A lot of times in international basketball, it just seems continuously go with the pick and roll. Well, this is interesting now. They're going to take Jaziel Rivero out here for the last 4 minutes. I'm wondering if he's taking a shot there to the leg, if he's maybe just favoring that right leg. He did go down awkwardly. Well, this is now the part with the United States. Need to build the momentum going forward. Well, he missed the first free throw. And that is William Davis now. He has 4 points in this game. He's 2 for 2 from the field with 2 rebounds and 2 assists already. He's got to step up and make these free throws. 0 for 2, but they get an offensive rebound. Now we're under 4 minutes to go here. Simpson comes off one screen. Brian Bowen's hit a few threes this evening. Doesn't get this one. Cuba secure the rebound, and now they have a chance here to take the lead. Now Cuba now looking for options. Here comes the pick and roll. There's another three-pointer, pick and pop, nails it! And all of a sudden, Cuba retake the lead. Well, Yoanke Mencia set the pick and he popped right out for the three-pointer. There was no need to reach that. It's not the worst foul in the world because it's only the second team foul now. Well, there's a screen set and an acrobatic pass, but a great pick and pop there. Yoanke Mencia, 3 puntos, por favor, from downtown. We're looking for a handoff now. In the lane, goes up, doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound. The putback doesn't go in. Again, the United States secure another offensive rebound. Simpson trying to isolate, kicks this one out. Comes off one screen. In the lane now. Oh, it's a beautiful play. That's much better. Right at the end of the shot clock. Goes in with a sweet little finger roll. The triple team comes and you got to kick this one out. Behind the back pass. Well, why not? He's made 1 3. Let him take another one. Nails it. And again, it's that man. Mencia has come ready to play. He puts Cuba back up by 4 points. That is unbelievable. Another 3 to kick out. And right now, the United States respond down the other end. It's a cookout again. Well, just like it was in the first quarter. These two teams just exchanging 3-point shots. Comes off another screen, takes another 3-pointer. Cuba right now have come out like a house on fire. Well, it is back and forth right now. As Chacon now, he hits the second trade ball of the night. Another 3-pointer. Don't get it. Again, Cuba make no effort there to secure the rebound. There's the kick out now. Good penetration. Brian Bowen in the lane. Brian Bowen. Another kick out right at the end of the shot clock. Doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound for the United States. And Cuba right now just cannot grab the rebounds. Another offensive foul. It's a third one this quarter. Brian Bowen, you can see the Americans now getting very frustrated. They're getting good looks. I mean, they're penetrating, kick out. Now they're going to bring Cornette back in the game. Cornette, excuse me. And that will do the size a lot better down low. Well, this is now a big possession here for Cuba. I feel like in a possession like this, I mean, it can go either way. I mean, they can get a quick basket, build on the confidence. I think he got away with a carry there. Mencia now goes down the middle. Mencia puts up a little floater, and Mencia is taking this game over. So far, 8 points here in the last minute and a half. In the lane, reverse slam, but it's a beautiful move by Brian Bowen. A little bit of composure there. Well, Cuba here could potentially go 2 for 1, but again, they'd have to try and score before the 24-second mark. Chacon now gives the ball back up to Mencia. Mencia now looking to isolate. Goes in with his right, hangs in the air, gets rejected by Cornette. And now the United States can push this one. Now we got 6 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So Simpson's going to run this one down. They're going to go pick and roll here. Well, that's just a silly foul because now they're going to turn the shot clock off. So now the United States can dribble this one down for the last shot. That's a terrible foul to give away. So now the United States will get the last shot here. There's a kick out. All right, turned it over. Well, Cuba again got lucky with that one. And now with 4.3 seconds left, they can get one last shot. Now, if they get fouled, they will go to the free throw line. So United States doesn't want to commit a foul here. Plenty of time to get the ball up the court. I think we're going to have a timeout, I believe. Possibly just an official's timeout to sort out the advertisement boards that have fallen down. Well, Mencia from downtown nails it. Que tiempo hace mucho calor ahora, because Cuba are lighting it up. Look at a block shot here by Cornette. Get out of here. Not in this house. They just need to sort out if any wet spots now fell on the floor. But, you know, Cuba now will have 4.3 seconds left to get one last shot. So no timeout here from Coach Moya. 4.3 seconds. Now, if you're United States, you don't want to foul. Well, you got to get the ball up the court quickly. He's got to shoot it. It's a wasted opportunity there. I mean, what was Chacon thinking? Passing the ball up. Well, Cuba can't take advantage, but again, they have won the third quarter in very exciting fashion as well. Well, I thought when they took Jaziel Rivero out of the game for the last 4 minutes that the United States was going to take advantage, but Cuba, there you can see 9 for 15 from downtown. The United States only 1 3-point field goal, 1 for 8 there in the third quarter. Well, there you can see Cuba 10 rebounds down again. Unbelievable, they are winning this game. And one more assist going for the United States. Rivera now with 30 points. Guzman with 14, and Mencia now with a big third quarter. He has 8 points. Let's look at the highlights now here from the third quarter. Well, this is what they need more from Cornet now, just to get the ball in the low block and just to isolate. I mean, could be LK time. Jessiel Rivero, 3 for 3 from the perimeter this evening. 30 points, speaks for itself, of course. I don't know if you classify that as a tip back, but that's still unbelievable. That's Brian Bowen under the basket. Defensive duty there from the United States. Well, this is now a very big moment now here for the United States. I mean, trailing by 4 points, and will be their ball and their possession at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Well, if you're Cuba now, you got to put Jessiel Rivero back in the game because it is the fourth quarter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app, where you can get all the stats and highlights that matter to you most, the quickest. Customize your experience and follow the qualifiers right to the final event in the 2023 FIBA World Cup that will be hosted in Japan, Indonesia, and Gilas, Pilipinas, the Philippines. Now Isaiah Thomas is back in the game, and they do have Cornet here still in this one. Brian Bowen also stays in this one. Jessiel Rivero comes back in along with Guzman here. Isaiah, there's a little love pass, doesn't get it. And now Cuba, no need to rush this now, slow it down. They have the momentum, but Guzman has the ball in his hands. Guzman now looking to isolate. Here comes the screen now from Rivero. Rivero now 6 on the shot clock, got to get something going. He's got to shoot it, steps back, big three. Well, went off the backboard, could have got it, but now the United States can push this one with Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah hesitates, Isaiah with a little teardrop cut. Oh my Lord, follows it up. Oh, goodness gracious. That would have been a tip back, but couldn't connect with it. Now Jessiel Rivero gives this one up. As Julian Polos Bartolo. Another kick out, another three in the corner. Nails it, nothing but net. Well, that is a big three-pointer by Marcos Chacon. Back to a 7-point lead here for the Cubans. There's a handoff, left wide open, thought about it, doesn't take it. Brian Bowen will take a three-pointer, he nails it. Well, big-time response from Brian Bowen. He missed his last few three-point field goals, but cuts it back down to a 4-point ball game. And now you can see the fatigue now settling in here for the Cubans. The United States have a lot of options that they can go to off the bench. Rivero now back to Chacon. Finds Rivero. Rivero's made 3 three-pointers. In and out, doesn't get it. Well, that could be a big statement there for the United States. Isaiah pulls up for a three. Isaiah Thomas. Well, somebody called the IT department because he comes out big and he cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. He hits his 3rd tray ball of the night. He's wide open. They got to get the ball to him. Got to get a shot off. Well, it's a 24-second violation. Another poor offense here by Cuba. So now the United States here with a chance to take the lead. Isaiah Thomas now gives this one up to Cornet. Isaiah now. Foul has been drawn. Isaiah Thomas just gives the official a look. Not happy with the foul he received there from Valdez, but yeah, you can see the sportsmanship, both players. Just shake it off there. Well, Yoman Polo Bartolo comes back in the game, along with the lever now here for Cuba. So they've taken Chacon off the court. Well, they get the ball inbound here to Cornet. Let's pick and roll now. Isaiah with a deep, deep three. Doesn't get it. Valencia now finds Polo Bartolo right off the bench. Doesn't get it. Cuba come up with a loose ball. No foul called in the lane. Wraps up. Doesn't get it. And now the United States can push. Isaiah Thomas hangs in the air. And Isaiah Thomas kisses that one off the backboard. And he's now going to go to the free throw line here to make a three-point play. Gives the United States a 1-point lead. Well, Bowen with the pass. There's a contact. The little IT floater. And that is vintage Isaiah Thomas. Well, he can give the United States a 2-point lead if he makes his free throw. So he now moves up to 15 points. He's 5 for 17 from the field this evening. Makes the free throw. The United States now take back the lead, 82-80. Question is, does Cuba have enough gas in the tank here to come away with a victory? Rivera now getting a handoff in the lane, kicks out, good ball movement. Well, probably could have done with one more pass, doesn't get it. Now Cuba can't buy a basket, and it's the wrong time to go cold. Isaiah crosses over. Isaiah in the lane, and another foul. And right now, it is IT time. Well, the shake and bake by Isaiah Thomas. Just gets to the basket. Bit of contact. Well, Polo Bartolo, I think, did take a shot there to the face. IT missed the free throw. Okay, could that be crucial? Yes, 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here, but again, you never want to look back on the game and think the outcome could have been different had they made all their free throws. All right, missed them both. Well, the pressure possibly now getting to both these two teams now, but remember, the United States with a 2-point lead and a lot of options that they can go to off the bench. Cuba, it seems, hanging on there. You can see the fatigue. Yoman Polo Bartolo needs to calm down. He doesn't want to pick up a technical foul. Well, comes up with a loose ball, steals it. Mencia thought about taking the three. This time they take it. It's up. No good. They can't secure the rebound. Another wasted opportunity there. And IT in transition doesn't get it. Another rebound secured by Cuba. Under the basket, throws it down, and he ties the game up. Well, Guzman and the United States have to call timeout. Sloppy passage of basketball, both ends of the floor. At times, I can't believe what I'm seeing at the moment, because looks like the United States are going to run away with it, but then Cuba comes right back in it. And then Cuba built a bit of momentum going forward and a bit of a lead, and then the United States just come right back within seconds. So, I mean, it's a great game of basketball, that's for sure. Well, there was a turnover. Well, Cuba didn't capitalize off this one. It was a transition. Again, you'll see the fatigue right now. Just about staying in this game with a two-handed jam that ties the game up. Rivera with the assist. Throw it down, Guzman. Throw it down. Well, now the United States here. Here's a switch on defense that they want, the mismatch. Shot clock now counting down. Pulls up for a Hail Mary three. Oh my Lord, have you ever seen such a thing? Well, Shaquille Harrison, this is your moment. I mean, this is incredible. B.J. Johnson takes a three-pointer. I mean, the ball goes right up. Look at the throwback here. That is BEA beautiful, yet unbelievable. How do you describe that? Well, that is United States basketball at its best. Throw it down. This is your moment. But he missed a free throw. Well, it's 84-82 now in favor of the United States. Cuba led by Jaziel Rivero. Rivero pulls over, lost his shoe as well. Well, they take another three-pointer, in and out, they don't get it. Well, Rivero needs a shoe. Rivero. Well, coach gets the assist for that one. Well, somebody give Foot Locker a call because something's gone wrong there. Well, Jaziel Rivero is now gonna lace him back up again. Now we're under 5 minutes to go here. The United States with a 2-point lead. Hoping now to build the momentum they need here at the right time. There's a pump fake in the lane. There's a kick out. There's a big three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Rivera with a big rebound. Ewan Polos Bartolo has made a few turnovers so far. Fakes a screen. It's the movement right now that needs to be better here from Cuba. There's the fadeaway. Nobody going in for a rebound. We can't tie the game up. They turn it over again, and a foul has been called, and that's only the first team foul now against the United States here in the fourth quarter. Well, Cuba are one foul away from putting the United States at the free throw line. Right now, it's physical fatigue. You can see in the case of the Cubans, and mental fatigue right now. In the case of the United States, and now Isaiah Thomas comes back in. So Cuba now with a chance here to tie the game up, possibly take the lead with a three-pointer. Isaiah Thomas now comes off one screen. Comes another pick and roll. Now we're into 10 on the shot clock. They got to get something going as Guzman crosses over. Guzman takes a mid-range shot, ties the game up at 84 apiece. Well, Cuba will not go down. They are staying in this game. Gonna get the handoff here with IT. He's down the middle, kicks this one out. Has a spin around. A few seconds left under the basket, gets fouled, and he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, look at the step back here. Guzman, me llamo Guzman. It's game time. That is a beautiful step back to tie this game up. Now Shaquille Harrison, huge free throws now. Well, Shaquille Harrison short on the first one. He was from Kansas City, Missouri, played at Tulsa University. He's played for the Phoenix Suns, the Chicago Bulls, and the Utah Jazz and Denver Nuggets. He's got to make this free throw, put the United States up by 1. Well, he makes the free throw. It's now a 1-point ball game. And now Yeoman, Paulos Bartolo on the ball. All the way, kicks out. Big three-pointer. In and out, doesn't get it. Rivera with the rebound, kicks it out. Tries to go baseline. They got to call the offensive foul. It's a terrible turnover there by Guzman. Well, great defensive play by B.J. Johnson. That's an excellent defensive play there. So now Isaiah Thomas here on the ball. Looking to isolate, goes baseline. Well, that's a big, big three-pointer. Nails it! And now it's a 4-point lead to the United States. And that is a huge three-pointer for the USA. Now Cuba. Mencia finds Rivera. Rivera's fouled hard. That's only the second team foul. That's not a bad foul there from the USA. And he looks very anxious now. But you got to credit Cuba. I mean, they have been phenomenal this evening. And it hasn't just been Jaziel Rivera. I mean, he has 30 points, but again, he's gone quiet so far here in the fourth quarter. Guzman kicks out. Rivera, big three, doesn't get it. And the foul has been called. I believe it's against the United States. They're going to call that on Haywood Highsmith, I believe. So that's now the third team foul here for the United States. And again, baseline ball here to Cuba. You can see the physical fatigue now for the Cubans. It's a handoff now with Oliva. Oliva travels with it, another turnover. Well, for the United States now, they're in control of this game in the penalty. So they just need to run the clock down, get fouled, get to the free throw line. Isaiah now throws it away. Oh, careless play there. That was the right idea, but Johnson's got to be aggressive now going to that cut, because you know when IT's got the ball in his hands, he sees everything on the court. Rivera now 2 rebounds away from that double-double.
Repito, la bola tiene que estar jugamos de marca por aquí y tú y yo van a buscar a Mesías. Para que saque a recibir aquí la pata bajo el aro. Para que reciba la pelota ahí. ¿Me entiendes? Una canasta. ¿Nos llegamos a 22? Sí, vamos a hacer alto ya. Vamos a hacer alto. Si metemos. Si metemos. Vamos, chiquito. Están un cuarzo.
Well, this is a beautiful penetration on the baseline. I think IT might have stepped out of bounds, and I think Jaziel Rivera might have a case. Well, there was a step-back jump shot that tied the game up, but now they find themselves down by 4 points. Well, now Cuba Again, the confidence is gone for them. The fatigue is settling in. They must get a bucket here. Down low, tries to go baseline, puts up a little jump hook, nothing of it. Again, they waste again. If the United States can score here, it could be curtains out now. Again, they just need to take care of the basketball, get fouled, get to the free throw line. Isaiah Thomas now tries to hesitate. Might turn it over. Now Yoman Bartolo in transition. Goes all the way, lays it up, cuts it down to a 2-point ball game. And again, Cuba refused to give up. Paulos Bartolo now has 8 points, 3 for 10 from the field this evening. 10 on the shot clock now, IT on the ball. There's no need to reach, no need to foul. IT with a little floater, trademark, Isaiah Thomas. That is what he does best, simply takes games over. Now Yoman Bartolo calling for a screen, but nobody moving. Trying to spin around, nowhere to go, he's got to kick it out. Well, he's got to make this. Jazier Rivero, little Euro step, gets it. Well now, no need to foul here. Cuba, all they have to do is get a stop. The United States, all they have to do is get fouled, get to the free throw line, but don't turn the ball over. Well, 9 seconds difference now between the game clock and the shot clock. It's IT time. Isaiah Thomas now pulls up, big three. Isaiah Thomas, good night, Chihuahua, Mexico. That is all she will write tonight. It is the Isaiah Thomas show. Well, somebody sign this man up. Somebody put him on your squad. That is what he does. Takes games over. Well, that is a huge three-pointer by Isaiah Thomas. That was a big shot by Isaiah Thomas. Well, Isaiah Thomas, somebody please tell me how this man is a free agent. Somebody please, surely you got to get Isaiah Thomas on your team because he has taken this game over single-handedly. Has he won the game for the United States? Well, they're saying right now in Mexico, K order S, it is IT time. Isaiah Thomas has taken it over. Well, Cuba must score quickly here, and then they got to try and get a steal after that. Gonna get the ball inbound. Foul has been called. They're gonna call holding foul there off the ball. So now will be a baseline ball here to Cuba. We'll get the ball inbound. Well, Yoman Bartolo wide open, doesn't get it. Rivera with the rebound, makes it. And now there's 6.3 seconds left. Well, anything is possible. Cuba could come up with a loose ball and maybe could get a three-pointer, but United States, you just got to inbound the ball, get fouled, and get to the free throw line. Well, Isaiah Thomas now 21 points. Somebody tell me how this man is still a free agent. You got to get Isaiah Thomas the ball. So now if you are the USA, well, they got the ball inbound. I mean, I was surprised to see Yoman Polos Bartolo get such an open look. He was unlucky not to make the three-point, but Jazier Rivero got the rebound and went straight up with it. Well, he knows the game is not over. He knows anything is possible. So right now, if you're the United States, just inbound the ball, get to the free throw line. If you're Cuba, switch every screen, gamble if you can. Well, there's the foul. So now will be 2 free throw shots here for B.J. Johnson. All he's got to do is step up, make these free throws. Well, these are big free throws now for B.J. Johnson. Can he make the first one? We will find out. Gets it to drop. Well, that puts a bit of space between them and Cuba. Well, playing for the Lakeland Magic in the NBA G League. Actually spent a bit of time with the Brisbane Bullets in the NBL. Makes them both. So now Cuba's got to get the ball up the court as quick as it can. And Yoman Polos Bartolo will pull up for the three-pointer. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, the United States win it 95-90 over Cuba. The Isaiah Thomas show, the dagger, the free agent, well, surely not for long, because this man does it time and time again, taking games over and carrying the United States here in these qualification mats. And there you can see the sportsmanship and the homage and respect. I mean, credit to Cuba, led by Jaziel Rivero. Coach Moya will be very proud of his players. He knows maybe, just maybe, they could have a potential chance of qualifying for the 2023 FIBA World Cup in Japan, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Jaziel Rivero, arguably the best player in the game. 32 points in the, I think it was 34 actually. He finished with 34, 1 rebound away from a double-double. And in the end, the United States come out victorious. 15 three-point field goals. The last one, the most important one, coming from Isaiah Thomas. Well, there you can see Thomas finished with 21, Rivera with 34, Guzman and Johnson at 18 and 16, and Bowen with 16, and Mencia with 12. Here are the highlights from this fabulous game. Well, again, that is why you watch these FIBA international windows. Well, again, it was a very entertaining game to watch. I mean, most wouldn't have expected Cuba to come in here and to be able to compete. And they almost put themselves in a situation they could have won the game, but last minute Isaiah Thomas three-pointer sealed the deal for them. And was that kind of night, of course. Got to pay a lot of respect and homage to the Cuban national team players. Putting up such a phenomenal performance there. Mencia. Isaiah Thomas here. Well, IT, of course, does what he does best. He takes over games, but again, you got to feel for the Cuban players. I mean, they took it right to the end. A phenomenal team. I really think they have a chance of qualifying for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Just a great basketball team, to say the least. That was the putback dunk there by Harrison. How do you explain a dunk like that? I mean, it's just unbelievable. And in the end, it was the United States who left this one with a big victory. Isaiah Thomas, time and time again, proves everybody exactly why he is still one of the best in the world at what he does. Well, more games to come tomorrow night. The United States will be taking on Mexico. And I'm sure they'll be ready to prepare for that game, as they didn't expect Cuba to come out so strong as they did this evening.